Good morning, everybody. My name is Joe, and I am a weapon of mass instruction. And I keep on making videos and keep on not putting them up because they don't seem to fit. They don't seem to make sense to me when I'm done with them. They don't seem to put out a good message. I don't know. Real life is still getting in the way of this. Just all right. I can't complain with things that are going on. But I am still alive. I don't recommend taking the graveyard shift. I'm done with that job. I'd rather be happy and unemployed than working a shitty-ass job that brings absolutely no enjoyment whatsoever. You know, if it comes down to it, when the push comes to shove, I will work a shitty-ass job that brings no enjoyment. But for the moment, because I have the ability to still choose where I work, I'd rather wait and hope for something a little bit better. I don't know, maybe I'm just playing fucking lottery with my life. What else is new? Three days and counting till July 1st. Like that anonymous leak from NATO headquarters in Brussels said, if you don't get out of America before July 1st, you won't get out. I'm not getting out. I like America. I like this country. I like what it's supposed to represent. I like the ideals that it's supposed to hold. I don't like very much what the administration is doing. But just like with any corporation, you can like the company, you don't have to like the boss. Oh, corporate America. Ain't that the truth? Been hearing about backlash, Fast and Furious. Been hearing about crazy shit going on between the Supreme Court, the federal government, and the government of the state of Arizona. If this is what the country has become, then I would rather see city-state-like alliances between different states. You know, the federal government was never supposed to be this big as it is now. It's pervading every aspect of our lives, and it's getting to the point where you can't even walk down the street and sneeze without worrying about, oh shit, is that illegal? Our only saving grace thus far is the fact that local cops and at least my state police have not been co-opted by the federal government yet. At least last I checked. Shit changes so fast, we might be in martial law right now, and I wouldn't know. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try full bore. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna fucking jump on this private consulting idea that you guys gave me. You guys had. I've been thinking about something along those lines for a while now, going into business for myself. If I'm gonna sink or swim, I'd like to do it on my own terms. That's what I'm gonna go for. Hope it works out. If it does, awesome. I'll be living the dream. If not, well, I'll be living the nightmare. I had a topic I was going to talk about earlier on the previous unuploaded video, talking about defensive mindset, things to look for when you're out and about, little warning signs to look at. tell you that the shit is about to hit the fan in a personal way. Keep an eye on everybody you see. Take note of what they're wearing, how they're dressed. For example, one thing that they told us before I deployed was, if you see somebody who's dressed like crap but has brand new shoes in Iraq, that usually means that they're about to make themselves a suicide bomber. They think that they're going to be a martyr, that they're going to go to paradise for blowing up the infidels. Now, it's not across the board of Islam that people believe that way, but for whatever reason, the ones that were extremists, the ones that were, they told us extremists, but you know what? When push comes to shove, when martial law gets declared in the United States, we'll probably see a lot of suicide bombers. Not even people looking to get into paradise. Just people saying, you know what, there's nothing else I can do. I'm going to blow myself up and take out a bunch of fucking occupying troops with me. That's what a lot of people are going to do. That's what it's going to come down to. But for them, for the ones that believed that they would go to paradise for blowing themselves up, they would get new shoes, spit shined and everything, and they would wear those to their party. Another thing that they told me to look out for was a shitty-ass looking car, dirt all over the place with brand new tires. It's basically an indicator that they really wanted to make sure that that car ran in that specific circumstance. It makes sense. Those are just examples of things that you can look out for. And it's obviously not going to be the same here in your everyday life. But, it's summertime. It's normally hot out during the day. Most people are wearing shorts, t-shirts, skirts, short stuff like that. Things that'll help you stay cool in the heat. And if you see somebody walking around wearing, long pants, all black, that's an indicator. If they're wearing a trench coat in the heat, if they're keeping their sunglasses on inside, those might be indicators that they're up to no good, that they might be concealing something highly illegal under their trench coat. You can also watch for people that are carrying, and not even for illicit purposes. It's just handy to see, Like I was at Walmart the other day, and my girl and I were walking, and we saw a guy who was printing. What that means is, if you're carrying concealed and the outline of your gun is showing through your clothing, that's called printing. It can happen a number of ways. There's also the situation where maybe you're carrying on the hip and you reach up and your shirt isn't long enough to properly conceal all the way, and you might end up showing your holster or the gun. Inside the belt band holsters work to prevent that a little bit, but they won't prevent that outline from showing up if your clothing is tight enough. One way to go is to wear a button-down shirt that hangs below your waistline a good distance, at least 8 inches, I'd say. So it would have to be a little bit too big for you, but if you wear it and you button up the first couple of buttons, still looks trendy enough. People aren't going to look at you like, wow, welcome to the fucking 21st century. But it'll help to prevent that printing from happening. But those are things to look out for. You got to keep your head on a swivel. Not always literally. People are going to look at you funny if you're standing in line and you're just doing this the whole time and eyeballing everybody. From a self-defense mindset, you're going to mark yourself as a target, potentially, if you start acting froggy like that. If you hear a noise, you can always glance back, and you get into the habit of noting details off the bat, or letting your subconscious take in those details and then thinking about it. That way you can take that, momentary glance that doesn't tell anybody anything about what you're looking at, You know, oh, you heard a sound. Okay, well, nothing going on there. And meanwhile, you're thinking, okay, well, the guy behind me, he's wearing jeans, he's wearing a t-shirt, bandana, sideburns, he looks like a biker, tattoos showing. You know, what do those tattoos show? You know, tattoos can mean any number of things. You've got all sorts of different regular tattoos that you could go for. But of course, there's also tattoos out there that mean specific things. Like, you know, you can find usually tattoos that tell you the guy behind you was in the military or is still, or in a gang, in the police, different stuff like that. That's a good skill to have, being able to take in details without thinking about it specifically, being able to recall to mind specific details of what you saw and heard, because those details could help you to decide whether the shit's about to hit the fan, whether it's time to bug out, you know. And I'm not talking about like martial law now. I'm talking about like on a personal level. You know, you could usually sense those warning signs if you pay enough attention. You know, like you hear in the news, people say, oh, well, there was no indication that he was going to do something. He just snapped. Not so much. There's always indicators if you know where to look. Even if you're just an innocent bystander, if you've got that proper mindset that you're looking for those details, you can usually see if something crazy is about to happen. You know, a couple weeks back, I witnessed a fight. It wasn't a big fight, just two guys going at it, and they got broken up pretty quick. But I was like, a couple of seconds before, I was literally right in the middle of it, and I caught those warning signs that like they were eyeing each other up, they were fucking getting ready to go at it, and I fucking got out of that area. I watched from the sidelines. You know, so that's stuff that you can do to help you out. That's really all I got for you today. Nothing substantial, no new ideas coming from this fucking brain housing group up here. If and when I do get set up with this consulting firm sort of thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a new channel for that on YouTube. So any videos that are pertinent as educational material, I'm going to put up there, and I'll have it monetized, so you'll have to deal with ads and stuff, but I think it'll be worth it. I'm going to set up a new Facebook page as well, and I'll hopefully be able to get that started up to the point where, you know, people are looking at it in the area and actually wanting my services. So whenever that happens, I'll have that information for you guys, so you can subscribe if you're interested in specifically those self-defense, home defense sort of lessons. And I'll keep this channel running for the conspiracy stuff and just as a personal video blog. I hate saying vlog because it sounds fucking weird and it doesn't roll off the tongue very well. Blog is okay. I don't know. And that's all I got. For now, I'm just gonna keep on looking for jobs, hit the library, and try to get the ball rolling on the consulting, the biz. We'll see how it goes. Y'all stay safe now. Peace.